In this week's Pulmonary News Corner, we have a latest original article from AJRCCM, Serum Immunoglobulin Levels Associated with Risk of Exacerbation in COPD. The objective of the study is to determine if the level above the traditional cutoff level for IgG deficiency is associated with the exacerbation among current and former smokers with or at risk for COPD. The cutoff level to determine increase in the risk was found to be below the 35th percentile of the normal traditional values. This was independently associated with prospective respiratory exacerbation risk. Airflow obstruction consistent with COPD was also associated with exacerbation risk. Lab-defined hypogammaglobulinemia was excluded. Low serum IgG with exacerbation risk even in population with those with milder disease. Among subclasses of IgG, IgG1 and IgG2 below the 35th percentile were associated with increased risk of severe exacerbation. So the take-home message is, check the serum IgG, IgG1, IgG2 in COPD with recurrent exacerbation where normal threshold value needs to be lowered to 35th percentile of the traditional value. So we already know that the impaired humoral immune function is a susceptibility factor for acute exacerbation of COPD. And among COPD patients, we have the high prevalence of hypogammaglobulinemia. This article says that the risk of acute exacerbation of COPD is associated with the total IgG cutoff substantially higher than the lab cutoff of 700, found to be below the 35th percentile, which was 1225 mg per dl. Among the IgG subclasses, IgG1 at less than 354 mg per dl associated with viral infection and IgG2 at less than 105 mg per dl linked to bacterial infection were also associated with exacerbation. So how does this study impact our current management? Low immunoglobulins may be treatable trait that could potentially be modified through interventions such as prophylactic antibiotic therapy or immunoglobulin supplementation. Thank you.